Alright, here we go. Hello, this is CB Ultra 768, and welcome back to Let's Watch Ultraman Omega. And last time I finished episode 10, where basically IU introduced Sorato and Kosei to this this basically reporter girl named Make. I didn't get her full name, but that's what Sorato calls her, because again, whenever he meets somebody, he tries to basically be like, oh, well, your name is this now, because we're friends now. And she basically said she talked to government officials and researchers, but she really wanted to talk to those two because she heard through IU that they were the ones who usually always show up on the scene and know about the kaijus. So she was interested in doing a documentary on them because she basically wanted to make it to help warn people about these creatures and try to understand them, so then people know to avoid these creatures, and just to help the general public in general, which is nice. And yeah, the main conflict is Sorato and Kosei start to fight because Sorato just basically trusts her, and he's like, I just want to reveal that I'm Omega to her, just so then we don't have to do this song and dance of hiding. While Kosei, of course, is trying to keep it a secret. He even brings up, well, what if the government find out, man? They'll take you away and stuff like that. And then, yeah, for most of the episode, after they tried to go after the kaiju Damagma, who I said, again, the first time that kaiju showed up was in Ultraman X, it escaped because they took way too long to try to get there, unfortunately. And they start to argue with each other, and they have little moments where oh, they have a competition who drinks the milk faster and all that. But then, yeah, like I said, she mentioned the documentary to try to help bring them kind of together. And then, yeah, they go and fight the creature, and in the end, they reunite their friendship and make up. And they do a little fun thing with Make, where after she got saved by Omega, she basically became a fangirl. And I compared it to the girl from Ultraman X, who was in love with Zero. But yeah, overall that episode was fun. Again, I really thought oh shit, is he gonna tell her? Because again, they have a little conversation about it where Kosei's well, we haven't even told IU yet, and he's we will, and Sorato's yeah, he's we will when the time is right. And so now I'm very curious to see what this episode's gonna be. It's called Graham Returns, which at first I was do I know that? I'm oh, it's the name of the first kaiju. So it's oh, so that one's coming back then? Or at least is it gonna be another one? I'm curious to see what they're gonna do in this episode, and I have a feeling, I think I mentioned this before in the last video, now that it's 11 and then it's going to get to 12, this is where we're going to probably get some major story stuff. The past few episodes have been more character developing, I would say kind of filler episodes or just self-contained stories, while this one, I feel we're about to get our first two-parter where something's going to happen here and then it'll conclude in 12. And then we'll probably go back to more self-contained episodes and then eventually continue on with Omega's story. I imagine that's how it's going to go. But let's see if that happens then. Let's get into the episode. Oh. Yeah, let's say I was wondering what's going on. It's kind of just... Oh, hey! I know you! Oh my god, it's the one from Ark! Tuh! Nice. Yeah, so that was interesting. It was showing kind of a flashback of when they designated them as kaijus and just kind of showing what they've been going through. And showing Reckiness and Trigon. Just another day. But yeah, the thing is, where was Kosei? He wasn't there for that fight. Uh-oh. But more now? Are they gonna start coming out more frequently? I was gonna say, was he recognizing the smell? He's probably like, wait a minute, this smell, I recognize it, but it's like, no, it couldn't be. It must be my imagination.
いきなり大きくなって飛び出してっからこういうことなんだよ。俺がいればもっとうまくやれたはずだ。
Okay. So he just kind of went on his own, but he's like, whatever, dude. I handled it.
いいじゃん。帰りの電車賃借りたんだった。5000。頼む。
So far, it's really showing he's kind of just settled into kind of a routine of just, oh, live your life and then just fight kaijus whenever they show up.
リオだね。あんなに暴れるやつじゃなかった気がするな。
そうなの？
It's interesting he says that. In art, that thing was like a menace. But now he's saying like, oh, well, that kaiju's actually not supposed to be aggressive. It's like, Again, maybe it's just different in this universe then?
支持する 49%、 支持しない 37%、 どちらとも言えない 14% となりました。
なんだよそれ。
Calm down, Kosei. Don't try to give it away. People are allowed their opinions. Yeah. Exactly. I was say, it's not like everybody just sees him. There we go. Yeah. Of course there is. I like that. He's like, well, of course there is. You really think there's just one of its species?
かなり早い段階から存在は捕捉してたの。動き出す様子がなかったから注意深く監視してたんだけど。
I will say, I almost didn't catch that. I'm like, oh, she just said they knew about that thing and they just kept an eye on it.
の石船山で大きな作戦が展開されるらしい。私も合流するようにって。
気をつけてな。
ありがとう。
That's nice. It's nice to see their relationship develop to where he's all like, be careful. Like he really doesn't want her to get hurt. Oh shit. Yep, like she said, they're starting to make some soldiers to try to counter these things, eh? Oh, and they're called the NDFA. Okay.
これからは我々 NDF も本格的に怪獣に対して動けるようになります。
この先発足される
And how will you be dealing with these kaiju? What kind of weaponry will you have? I'm curious. I hope this really develops as the series goes on then.
私なんて
なんか構成らしくなくない？お前は悔しくないわけ？一生懸命戦ってんのにそれを支持しない人がいるんだぞ。
I mean, who really cares, Kosei? Probably all the other Ultramen deal with that. It's not about that. It's more about just protecting people. It's all about just protecting people, man.
だったらお前はなんで？
Oh, and I guess that's why he's even questioning him. He's like, well, then why do you fight then? Yeah, again, I'm curious. Like, yeah, he's like something, yeah, like he said, kept saying there's a bad feeling and he's like doubting himself now. He's like, wait, something's wrong. I'm really curious to see what the problem's gonna be. Oh no. Yeah, dang it. It seemed to be working, though. Dang it. They might have actually been able to tranquilize it, Kosei. Oh, man. God dang it, Koshi. Why are you not listening to him? You don't know these kaiju. If Omega has a bad feeling, you should listen to him. Oh, is he gonna be... Yeah, I'm about to say he's gonna be very disappointed.
グライムを追ってきた。だとしたら。
わかるか、ソラト。けどずっと感じてたのはあいつだ。
Okay. So I guess earlier when he was smelling, it was actually this thing, but he still doesn't know the full detail. Honestly, this is the kind of stuff I've been wanting more of. It's like, yeah, now we're getting a very dire and serious situation. And yeah, I have a feeling he's about to lose this fight, because again, he just got injured trying to protect Kosei, so it's like, oh shit. He's not at full strength now. Yep, there it is, I figured, yep. He was like going hammer on it, but then he's like, oh, my back! So he can't fight to his fullest strength now. And I was wondering, yep, it's gonna be 2v1, great. Son of a bitch. Okay, I was wondering, okay, it looks like it's actually gonna be a free-for-all, so I guess this creature is trying to get Garm. Because again, Ayu did say it's pursuing him, so I guess it wants to eat him, okay. You can't, you're too weak. You don't have enough power. Ah, shit. Couldn't block them all. What a weird looking creature with its, like, tongue sticking out. Oh, shit. Oh, my god. Damn, that reminds me of, what was his name? Boggle from, Ultraman Mabius. It was, like, that creature that could, like, open its wings and then absorb and eat kaiju. But it's like, oh, shit. This one can eat and then absorb their abilities. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, shit. What's he remembering? Oh. Oh. Damn, what a shot. But what was that all about? I guess we'll find out next episode. So yeah, I was about to say, Kosei's probably blaming himself now. Because he thinks this is probably his fault. If only he didn't rush in, this might have not happened. And man, we don't even have the name of that thing. Like, Sorato doesn't even remember who it is. I'm curious to find out what its name is. I'm assuming they'll reveal in the next episode.
Sorato? 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 Sorato!
Damn. Alright, that was episode 11 of Omega, pretty much as I called it. I was like, since now this is like getting towards halfway through the show, like almost, because again, once it's like 12, that'll be halfway. But I figured this was going to be the time we were going to get our two-parter, where it's like, oh, okay. So yeah, so at first they think it's just, oh, the same kaiju shows up, which again, I like Sorato said, like, well, of course there's more. What, you think there's only one? I mean, there are multiple humans, so of course there'd be multiple of that creature. And yeah, at first I thought that thing was supposed to be like its mother or something, but it's like, oh, okay, no, it's just basically a bigger predator hunting a smaller predator, basically. It was just trying to, yeah, and as we saw, consume him so it can get its power and just eat him. And it's like, yeah, shit. It just makes me wonder, yeah, what if Kosei didn't rush in then? What would have happened? Because again, Sorato kept saying, yeah, no, I have a bad feeling about this. We should not just jump in. And was the idea like, oh, as soon as Trigon showed up, it sensed that one too and was like, oh, I want to go after both. And that's what accelerated the creature to come after him, I guess. Because again, it makes me wonder what would have happened if the operation was successful. Because yeah, it was working. Graham was being tranquilized by the NDF. They almost had him, but then yeah, Kosei was like, "Come on, dude, let's go fuck it up. What are you doing? Why are you wasting time? Let's go." But again, like Omega kept being like, "Well, no, there's something wrong here." And then yeah, he eventually found out. Again, what was that though? At the end there, it went into his eyes, and it was like showing him is like a purple blast. Or again, maybe it was supposed to be that moment from the first episode. He was kind of getting some of his memory back when he got shot down. Maybe that was it. Hopefully, we'll go more into it in the next episode. But yeah, overall, I'm glad that this one got a bit more serious. Though again, I did want to say this. I will admit, I feel like Kosei's actor is very, very over the top with his kind of acting, like his attitude when he gets all angry, where he's huffing and puffing. But you know, I'm not trying to shit on the actor, but again, it's a bit over the top. But yeah, and again, it was cool to actually see like a bit of the Defense Force being formed in this world now. And again, they have their logo, NDF, which again, I will say, is the N just stand for the town, I guess, that they're in, like the portion of Japan? Because again, in ARC, they were the EDF, which is just Earth Defense Force. Now this one's just like NDF, so it's like this city's defense force, which is like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And again, they even have like gear reminding me of like Blazar and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm trying to think, like, yeah, overall, it was interesting to see Sorato like that. Like, he wasn't his normal, like, kind of cheery, nonchalant kind of self. He actually was taking the situation very seriously. And again, it was interesting the question Kosei asked him. Because again, like, they had that whole thing where, this many people like him, and then this many people don't actually like him, and then 14% are undecided. And he got all pissed off because he said, what the fuck? We've been working our asses off and saving you. Why don't you appreciate us more? And he even asked Sorato, why do you even fight then? Which again, as I even tried to explain, it's like, well, I mean, even if there are people who are against Ultraman, that's not going to affect what he does. His main purpose is to protect people. Even the ones who don't support him, he will put his life on the line just to protect people. Because, you know, that's what Ultramen do. They're not going to let public opinion sway how they act. If there is trouble, if there is a creature that is going to hurt people, they are going to jump in and do what they need to do to protect people, which is what I like about Ultraman. And again, maybe we'll get more emphasis on that in the next episode. And again, yeah, what a cool looking kaiju that guy is. Especially like, oh my god, his tail just eats other monsters, and then yeah, he can absorb their powers. So I wonder if like, are we gonna get him eating another kaiju and like it'll fill out his other shoulder? Because again, yeah, right now he has Graham's like drill to where he can even use the laser whenever he wants, which is like, wow. And again, I'm curious to find out what this thing is. Like, yeah, what? Like, how does Omega know this one? And, like, what's the deal with that creature? I hope we get way more details in the next episode. Yeah, I mean, overall, yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to end this two-parter. But, yep. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. This has been CB Ultra 768. And I'll be back with some more Let's Watch Ultraman Omega next time. So, stay tuned for that. Bye-bye.